up? Your girl Anya Phoenix. Look, you threw me off. I'm paying attention
I thought
to
he was
that.
playing around.
Me too.
And I was waiting for the
No,
music to
he
start.
was for real.
Okay. Got it.
Intro.
Anyways, we had some technical difficulties. Our power went out on our speakers, so it's all good. It is Monday. We have another episode. We was out for a week.
We were.
Yes.
It felt weird.
D was
say.
living my life with goats.
Yes,
I
I
know.
was.
I was like, okay, let me check today's IG pictures, and I was like,
I didn't post a lot.
She didn't
I
post
know.
until she got here.
I was watching.
What's up, everybody?
D.
This
Smiths.
is This is D Dominguez. I am so happy to be back. Welcome to Parlor Talk. It is going to be an amazing episode.
Flip your hair.
It was popping, y'all. It is Shmoney. You already know what it is.
And who's going to introduce our guest?
Let-
Because I
let- I
just
think-
got off a plane, so I don't really
I'll
know
be
what's
honest
going
with
on.
you, with the way he came set up with
I
his banner
know.
and stuff, I think we should let him introduce himself.
All right.
My name is Christian and founder of the Car People Detailing Company.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you. This is a beautiful setup.
So we get to keep the flag here.
For now, yeah.
And you just came from a vacation too, so both of y'all just had vacations.
Yeah.
I think me and yeah, I was about to call you your real name, but yeah, I mean, we
whole
gotta go on
government
vacation, right? The whole government name.
know.
I'm good for that.
Yeah. I just flew in from Puerto Rico. Hence the hat. A little bit hungover, but we're here. We're here. Thank you for having me again.
Yes, thank you for being here.
Been
Thank you.
patiently waiting for this opportunity.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
So I have gifts for you guys.
Do you?
I do.
I
brought
love gifts.
I brought you something from the motherland. I was in Africa, y'all, on a mission trip. It was amazing. It was the most humbling thing. I mean, I've been on mission trips before, but
Was it everything that you needed?
it was everything that I needed and more.
Wow.
I just want the goats. I just want the baby goats. They were giving.
So-
Tell them about the goats. Why I keep saying the goats though,
So
but still.
we raised money to give a village of widows 100 goats. So in Africa, when you become a widow, the husband's family comes and take all his possessions. So
That's so trifling.
I know. So
Yeah.
widows are left with nothing. There's literally a village of all widows, and they use the goats to sell the milk. They make cheese, and then once the goat is of age, they'll sell the meat as well. But in the meantime, they can raise more goats.
Yeah.
So the funny thing is that that was a whole mission, right? It was for the widows and the goats. But as you guys know, I have a nonprofit organization called Against All Odds. So when we got there, the pastor heard me talking to somebody about how I was a teen mom and all that, and about my nonprofit. And he's like, "Can I talk to you for a minute?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." He's like, "We have 20 young ladies that are teen moms here too."
Wow.
And it clicked because this trip was literally last minute. I hopped on it because my friend Dee Smith, she told me about it, but I bought my ticket in June. This trip was in August. This is something that they've been planning since last year. And I was like, oh, I just want to go. I don't know. I just wanted to go. It was just like even my husband was like, you've never mentioned wanting to go to Africa.
But that's the way God works, to put you in places that you need to be at.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was able to bless 20 young ladies, 20 teen moms.
That's awesome.
With a little bit of money because I didn't have enough time to
Together.
do any other resources because it caught me off guard.
Yeah.
But it was amazing.
That's a blessing.
Wow.
Oh, I was just want to play
So
with the
then
goats. That would've made
Against
my
All
whole day.
Odds is international.
Yes.
And you want to hear another? Because people, I say these things out loud and people are like, oh, you're just, a crazy Christian or whatever. No, like when I registered Against All Odds 4 years ago, because I registered in 2020, I started out with Against All Odds, Southwest Florida. It was taken. Against All Odds, Florida. It was taken. So then I was like, you know what? I'll just do Against All Odds International.
Look at that. And now you're going to be international.
You
Yes.
came from
Please tell me he
international
asked you to come back.
Yes, they
Look
did.
at that.
They want me to come back.
Take me,
next
please,
year.
next
I know.
time.
Listen,
I want to go.
yes, it is an amazing experience, and let me tell you, they welcome people. I learned a lot of things. I learned, first of all, there's no traffic lights in Nairobi.
Oh, shit. That's kind of like Puerto Rico after midnight.
No,
You
but
just
this is
gotta-
like
fact.
I'm like, you just got to go.
there ain't
fact.
even there ain't
Stop
no
it,
traffic
really?
lights. Yeah, civilians are not allowed to own guns. So the crime rate is not as people think. Like I was out in the market with a whole bunch of people. Nobody bothered me. At nighttime, there was a lot of people out and walking about. We went to a party one time and like I felt safe, completely safe.
That's awesome.
So yeah.
Well, people definitely should start doing more of that. I would love to travel just to do that. I know Marissa's done that too, gone to
Yes.
Honduras and everything
Yes.
for HIV. And there's so much more that we can go. When you go to places like that, you appreciate what
Absolutely.
you come home to.
The fact that this
Perspective, always,
Yes.
always.
these people had no electricity, no running water, no internet, nothing, but they were happy.
Yeah, because a little bit goes a long way.
Happy, and they were giving us stuff. I'm
Look
like,
at
no,
that.
no, no,
And they
no.
barely have anything to give.
Cooked for us every single day.
There's a quote that Bob Marley said that if you're after material money possession, that's an infinite number. You're never going to be happy. So it kind of resonates with that.
It
Yeah,
does,
absolutely.
big time. So I keep telling my son I'm gonna take him like out the country. Now he's 10, so I can travel with him without worrying if something happens.
Yeah.
I've learned that with going to Vegas. And it's good for kids nowadays in this generation to learn that because they're given everything. We give them stuff that we didn't have, so we're spoiling our kids without even noticing.
I
it.
agree.
They have
agree.
social media. They're
100.
staying at home. They don't even appreciate going outside when some
Yeah.
kids can't even go outside.
Go to the movies, it's like Monday for them.
Exactly.
Yes.
McDonald's,
The
like that was
shoes-
once
the
a month
shoes.
for
like
me.
we didn't have
Shoes
McDonald's
alone.
money. We didn't have.
We have food at the crib.
Yeah, exactly. And
McDonald's at home.
And my
There is
mom was
arroz,
serious
habichuela y
about
carne
that.
en la casa, so you don't need.
And if I open that thing and be like, Mom, there's nothing. Oh, let me show you. And she'll make some white rice with a fried egg and some
Yep.
ketchup. That was your lunch and
or
dinner.
some fried bologna
Carmela
sandwich.
sausages.
Yes. So it's good that we need to start having more retreats like that and taking the youth at a certain age and letting them imagine the way the world will be so different
I
with the
agree.
new
Oh my God.
generation coming.
Absolutely.
How is that? How is it? How's because my thought with that is, how do we not traumatize them, or I would say like expose them too quickly, for them to see like, oh
So
wow.
I took my son on his first mission trip when he was 11 years old.
See, and I feel like that. I feel like 10
Yeah,
years
10,
old is like
11.
perfect. They're comprehending a
Yes,
little bit
Right,
more.
they comprehend. They can say, they can look at things and say, wait, why is this kid so happy? He's barefooted, clothes don't
playing
even
around with
match,
everybody else, right?
playing
Just
in the dirt,
biggest smile.
peeing and pooping in a
Exactly.
hole in the dirt.
Exactly.
So when they come back home, they're gonna really appreciate the crap out of their toilet. I'll tell you one thing: I never felt so happy to pee in a toilet.
I felt that with Thailand because Thailand's on the ground,
Yes.
even though they have the ring around,
oh no,
Squat,
this
like
one,
a
Yeah,
no,
the
no, no, no,
squatting.
no. This one is
like real holes.
yes, and the outhouse.
Yeah, see, I used to do that in Cali when I
and
lived
the
in Northern California.
smell is
It lingers.
I just
like letrina, like
Yeah.
yeah, una letrina.
Yeah.
So it's like it's not for everybody. You know what I'm saying? You have to have a strong stomach.
That would be hard for me. I'll get
yeah.
through it though.
Construction. You smell some
Yeah, that's true. Or you go to the concert, you go into a porta potty real quick.
Yes.
I'd be hoping nothing falls. It's not
Listen,
my phone or
Porta
nothing.
potties here are luxury. I'm
That's
telling you,
crazy.
when the first time you get used to it, I keep saying it all the time. The human body only takes a couple of days to get used to anything.
that's a fact. Yeah.
The first day I was like, and I'm a nurse. I've seen and smelled some pretty nasty
Disturbing
smells.
stuff.
But that right there
Was
is
crazy.
a whole other level.
Oh my.
Because imagine they have no electricity and no running water.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And
But that's
the
why we have to
flies,
appreciate it. We definitely do need to appreciate, even where the world is going right now. We have to
Yes.
appreciate what we do.
I
have every
appreciate
single
this
day.
moment.
Thank
appreciate
you.
this
No, I
moment.
appreciate you coming. Talking about you coming. Why don't you explain what you do in detail? In detail. He's like, detail. I like that.
In detail.
So, I want to start with a little bit of background, if that's okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I'm actually an insurance agent by profession.
Oh shit.
I was an adjuster for Liberty Mutual in Chicago. My dad was a mechanical engineer for Pfizer. He was always building like Ford GT, twin turbo drag race cars.
Oh, so you're smart.
I try to be. I really try to be. Learn every day, you know what I mean? And my stepfather, he was a mechanic also by trade. So cars is all I've known basically. When I was 15, I graduated Cape High here. I was messing around with putting tints on my boys' cars and like audio and all of those things just stay with me. I'm like, man, I'm really good. I have skills. I could really do something with this. And like the white collar job and like the skills kind of like came together. And I'm like, I could really do something for myself.
That's awesome.
And I'm proud to say that I'm the only company in the U.S. who's like iCar Platinum certified. Has a former 620 license, which is an adjuster license. Fully bilingual, licensed, insured, certified. We have warranty on ceramic coatings. We do polished chrome rims. We do tinting, carbon film, ceramic film. I'm trying to really just step it up with a different level of service and quality combined. Because insurance is very hands-on when it comes to like managing an account. I used to be in the middle market arena, which is like managing $1 million of payroll, things like that, like large companies.
So you have a good background of mechanic, but on top of that, business.
Yeah, the business acumen, I feel like it's what made it for me. Cause I could wash cars all day, but if I don't know how to file my taxes, if I don't know how to set up my company, if I don't know how to work the
Advertise.
system, then I'm just always gonna be a car wash guy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to now create opportunities for anybody who sees this as a money-making machine. I've had part-time guys that make $3,000 a month,
Nice.
and that's a part-time.
I might go wash some tires.
Listen,
too.
every time we
Shit.
have a guest here, you
Look,
want to change
I'm picking
careers.
up trades.
I don't
Okay?
get it.
I am gonna be a jack of all trades, a master of hair, but a jack of all trades. You
Jack
feel
of all
me?
trades.
I mean, that's kind of like the vision that I've had. I'm always gonna keep my eyes peeled for opportunities.
Yes.
And I love what you guys, ladies, do. Really do.
You can call us guys if you want to. You know.
It's,
whatever.
it's, you know what I mean? It's 2023. I want to keep it politically
Pronoun
correct.
properly.
Yeah. You get in trouble. But
Are you originally from here?
no, I was born and raised in Puerto Rico, Camuy.
Island boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long have you been here in Southwest Florida?
I was gonna do it. I'm happy you did.
Thank you.
I can't stand y'all.
I moved out here when I was 11. Graduated Cape High.
Wait, how old are you?
32.
So you're still. Oh, you're like my age. We're babies in other people's eyes.
Yeah, fact.
Yeah.
So, and how long you been in this industry in general as the car people?
This is actually the first year, the first official year
Congratulations.
with website. I'm talking about with all the
Full on, all the bells and whistles.
yeah, all the stuff, S Corp, everything. So I'm excited. I'm ready to. I'm pacing to cross the 100K mark on my first year.
Well, you're definitely
And-
doing it.
And that is unheard of. That's unheard of
It
to
is.
you for your start. You know what I mean? And it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work, but I'm proud. I love what I do, and the passion shows.
And are you hiring out right now?
Yeah. I do need some social media help.
Okay.
We
Hand
got
that
you
off.
covered with that.
I
Well-
need some part-time assistants as well that could withstand the blonde guy up top because his heat is brutal. But I provide refreshments. I actually wear an all white on white jumpsuit. It's long sleeve everything because it's hot. You definitely get dehydrated quick. White cab, white everything. I provide everything, refreshments, like I said.
Well, that's awesome. I've never heard of people
know.
do
Yeah.
that.
It's dry fit, so it dries quicker.
Yeah.
Just the things
little
the
details,
details
small
of the
details.
detailer that make it all come
Do
together.
you have an actual location or you are mobile?
I'm fully mobile. I do have some satellites location in Lehigh that if, for example, we have a large RV or we have like a ceramic coating that needs to cure overnight, that's where I take them. But for the most part, I work out of clients' garages, home offices. We'll probably do the tents right there.
I'm ready to do my tints. That's what I'm
might
talking
do
about.
my tints,
I
too.
literally
Thank
blew.
you.
I think we've been talking back and forth on social media for a good 3 or 4 months about this. And ever since I first met him, his energy it was just big. Like he
same.
reminds me of myself. Now that you're telling me from Puerto Rico, you're this. I'm like, okay, it makes sense.
I met you through Marissa, and she. I love
Yes,
that.
I
I love
love
her as well.
Marissa.
So let's keep it here. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm talking about. Congratulations, because
Thank
the
you.
first step of being an entrepreneur is taking that just leap.
Yeah.
And it's scary your first year. A lot of people don't realize that there's only 5% of us for a reason
Mm-hmm.
because people don't survive. Your first year is kind of that trial and error. You learn
Right.
where you can build that, where it messes it up. Your second year, you're a little bit more comfortable. You're learning your taxes.
You
You're learning
compare,
how to
right.
pay. Exactly. Your third year, if you last, you're here to stay after 5.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
But third year is that breaking point. If you really see this is what I want to do the rest of my life. But as you say, keeping opportunities, what they say on Shark Tank, 7 incomes, you're a billionaire by 40 years old if you do it right.
Yep. I mean, I do have some rental properties as well that I'm kind of diversified. I try not to spread myself too thin because it's just me and my brain and my ideas in these 2 hands. So I wanna I'm just honestly setting myself up for my 40s.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
And right now, I don't care about the 30s. I don't care. My 40s is where we're gonna be.
So where do
popping.
you see yourself in 10 years?
Oh man, I see myself retired.
In
That's what
10
I'm
years?
freaking talking
Retired.
about. That's
Okay.
exactly high five to that because that's what I said. People look at me like I'm
Retired.
crazy when I say that.
Well, I
Retired.
just want to know what retire looks like for him because their retirement
Yeah.
doesn't look the same for everybody.
Well, no. Retired to me is working 2 days a week because I love it and because I want to, and coming to work whenever I want, but I get to travel. Some people don't want to work at all at 40. I can never. I've been an entrepreneur since I was 15.
Yeah.
I can never see myself not
I've
doing
been selling
something.
jewelry since then. I've been hustling all my life. My retirement is a conversation of I don't have to do it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't have to do it. I choose to. And counseling, whether that's small business counseling, whether that's life coaching. I have a lot of backstory that I could, PTSD and trauma that I could bring up to help the next wave. What you do is admirable. I want to be the focus point for young men to, hey, you could come from the streets, you could do whatever, you could make mistakes, and you could still come out on top and help the society and be functional.
Yeah.
That's my ultimate goal. Hopefully, I'm able to make enough so I could open up some sort of kids with needs. I want to get involved in that.
Well, my nonprofit, we mentor teen parents, and it started out with teen moms, but like the school that I went to, LAMP, now they have teen dads too. They're changing the name because it was Lee Adolescent Mothers Program.
Yeah.
But now they have 2 young men that are fathers, and they're stepping up to the game, and they're with the mother of their child, and they're also going to school there.
That's dope
So
that they're doing
I'm
that.
always looking for mentors, especially for the boys,
Yeah.
for the guys. That's definitely something
mean,
that I'll be
that's-
hitting you up for.
Yeah, please, and it's kind of like my life's purpose. I would say get to give back. It's no longer about me. I made it. In my eyes, I made it. I'm building something, but I already made it.
But listen, the fact that what people don't understand is generationally, like for us, where we came from, our culture, right? Just owning a home,
Is
owning a business
is making it there.
is making it, because my mom never owned a home, and she's been in this country since she was 17 years
We lost
old.
ours because of when the 08 crisis came up.
Well, the thing is that a lot of Hispanics don't see that as a obtainable, something that, because their parents never did.
Let it be known that we all prove that it can
could
happen.
Absolutely.
Is there any
Absolutely.
like specific challenges that you faced jumping into the business that you have now?
Not appreciating my wins. Because I know for a fact that I'm going to win. It's a matter of time. And that is kicking my butt. I'm not going to lie. Because I see it and it's like, yeah, I should be here instead.
But is that impatience?
It could be. It could be. It could be. It could be. That's where I'm struggling right now. Everything that I know that I'm winning at everything, now I have to like create the mindset of like being grateful that it's happening. It's alive.
I just had a woman, like a boss entrepreneur group last night. Well, yesterday during the day,
Boss
and
Babes. I was
the
paying
boss
attention.
entrepreneurs, and I want to get more involved with bringing more women. As we talked, here's what pushed me to do that with women, because I work with a lot of men. We all know I'm girl Camacho. It is what it is. But we talked about that, and they asked me what is the one thing that you feel like you don't do enough of. And that was sitting back and really appreciating what you've made.
Yep.
Because we have this vision of where we want to be at. We hit that goal, and then you're like,
plan.
I want more. And then you hit that next goal, but you don't sit back and really see, like, damn, I've done
the-
this. Like,
the
everything I prayed
progression
to
that
be
you've
at,
Yep.
I'm here now, and why am I still wanting more? When 10 years ago, this would have been it for me.
Yeah.
Like, this was my happiness.
Well, I think that's human nature.
Yeah.
wanting more.
It's human nature, because coming back from Africa now, I'm seeing the world completely different. Like the D that left was not the D that came
I feel
back.
like you did what I did when I went to Thailand. Like, it's your mind just changes.
I was always relaxed and chill. Oh, I'm so much more relaxed. Like today, my daughter and my husband were talking. I was like, why are you guys talking so loud?
Why are you so aggressive? I feel that.
Why are you guys so loud? Like
I feel stimulated.
Can we just like, can you guys just like chill? Cause like, this is just not a vibe. And they both looked at me like, and I'm like, if people that have nothing, no running water, no electricity,
Can be happy.
no
perspective.
Wi-Fi,
That's a
no
perspective.
money, are genuinely happy on a daily basis,
Then why aren't we?
why aren't we? Why can't we be content?
because
what
our,
it is.
because our mindset is programmed differently because
Oh,
we have
yeah.
social media constantly.
Absolutely.
And we're,
Society.
yep, society.
That's
We're
actually
compared
great.
too much.
Society.
I blame it on Hollywood.
Yes, big
marketing.
time. And the
Big houses.
cloudy mirrors
Mm-hmm.
that we deal with every
Yes.
single day.
You don't need none of that. You need a family, a solid group of people that love you. And
I owned a 3,500 square foot house in New Jersey before moving here to Florida. And when I wanted to come to Florida, the house that I came to was 1,200 square feet, and everybody thought I was crazy. And they were like, why would you leave your 3,500 square foot house? Da, 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 da. I'm like, it's a house. It's not a home. We weren't
Exactly.
happy.
deep.
My marriage was not working in that house. So you can have a mansion, but if
you
your
still won't be happy.
relationships are not good, what good is the mansion?
I just had one of Derek's friends. I know his wife watches this, so I'm sorry. I'm not going to say names because she does watch the podcast. But they're after almost 30 years of being together, they're in that verge of getting a divorce. And he has a drinking problem and probably other substances that mix around, but he always wants to be with the guys. He forgets to love her, treat her as a woman, give her that date nights. When she asks for date nights, he's involving a friend. And I'm just looking at him, and there's a lot of relationships like that. And I'm looking at him. He was gone for a month. He went to the woods for like 2 months. Completely took him away from his own family. All his kids are grown up. They're on college now. She's now exploring more. She's like, I want more. We're done raising these kids.
I can sympathize with that because I'm in the same boat. As, my kids are all grown, and for 20 plus years, all I did was be a mom and a wife.
And she wants
I
more now.
submerged myself in being a mom and a wife, to the point where I didn't do absolutely anything else. Like
Culture.
no friends or
Culture.
culture.
You mentioned it earlier.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I mentioned it earlier.
And it made me think
you're
of
a
you
mother
a lot.
before you're anything else. You got to
Exactly.
take care of your kids. My grandma told me when I was 16, make sure you take care of that man. Whatever you don't do in bed, another woman is willing to do. So all those cultural things and society and
Women saying that.
yes,
Yeah.
Women saying
But
that.
men
it's
don't
women.
ask for all that.
No.
They want the basic. But what got me was because we've talked about this. You've been in marriage forever. And hearing certain things that you said on this podcast made me be relatable with her and understanding where she's coming because I'm not there yet.
Yes.
And she left. She did her own stuff. She raised the kids. She's like, you know what? It's time for me now. Left them. Made that choice. He left. She was like, you need to go to therapy. Instead of him going to rehab or anything, he went to the woods with his family and decided that was how he's going to detox. Well, she wasn't home when he came home. And it was a hit to him. And he comes to my man's house this weekend. And he's legit with sunglasses on. You can tell he's been up all night. His mind's not sitting. He's not sleeping. And he started almost breaking down, crying to me while Derek was in the room. And he's like, Keisha, my home is not a home. It's empty. They can sell that shit, burn it. I don't care for it. I said, but you're not fixing the problem. You've
Exactly.
lost all this.
Yeah.
You see what's important is not the money. It's not the house. It's not the cars, everything you had the foundation for. It was the people that you made at home.
Exactly.
And he's like, but no, she should have been there. I said,
No.
that is where your mindset's wrong. And sometimes us ourselves are our worst enemy. We
Yeah.
bury the wrong things and we want so much control of certain things that we can't have that. And it took this man to lose everything. And
Wake
it's
up call.
yeah, and now it's clicking, but it's still not clicking because he's too prideful. And that can go for a woman and a man, a woman or a
Absolutely.
man.
Both.
If you're too prideful, you can lose the world that you
Yeah,
gain.
pride is genderless.
Are you married, single?
We're happily engaged. We're
Yes,
happily engaged.
congratulations.
Thank you. Argentina is the destination that we're choosing.
Oh, I
For your
love
wedding?
that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's some bougie shit. That's what I'm talking
yes.
about.
You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna go to Mendoza. We're gonna have some wine. It's gonna be dope.
Are you having family coming? Or is this going to be certain more of just you personally?
So we have a criteria of like whoever's gonna be with us is gonna show up.
Absolutely.
I feel that I
love
said
that.
the same
It's gonna
thing.
show
I
up.
say that to everybody.
Destination
so for me,
wedding.
Destination weddings, right? If you're gonna do anything, destination wedding, whoever wants to be there will be there.
Simple as that.
As long as you give them a year's heads up.
2 years.
I'll check you out even
Yeah.
better.
Get your passport.
Get
do-
your passport.
Do what you need to
save
do.
money.
Do what you
Save
need
money.
to do.
Yeah. And the whole thing is like people spend so much money on weddings.
and forget
know,
the
and
real
then we
purpose why you're
broke
married.
And people still criticize it, especially if you're Hispanic.
I'm about to say Hispanics still be mad if it's hot, is it cold, is the food good?
They're gonna talk about
Can you take a
everything.
centerpiece
Who's
or nah?
there?
They're
And they start stealing stuff.
Centerpieces.
They're like, I'm gonna take this
Centerpieces.
and take these forks too.
Yes. But yeah, so I always say destination weddings. I'm particular with Dominican Republic because I'm Dominican. But yes, I mean anybody that wants a beach wedding, I did my daughter's sweet 16 in DR, And like I said, I told her, right, this is where it's gonna be at. I have this rate for everybody that wants to come.
Yeah.
Everybody books their own thing. I'm not responsible for absolutely nothing.
You make it, and you party afterwards.
Exactly.
Told my boyfriend the same thing. If you ever want to really get married, we're gonna get to that route. I want to get married in Puerto Rico. I want to get married in El Hippie, which is it's a river, and I want to be barefoot. I want it right on the middle of the rock where the water is, and I want a big ass party right in that island right after I'm
Nice.
done.
So I actually would like to bring up. My sister has a Puerto Rico tourism.
You text me about that when I was there. You know what's funny? I think I met your sister in a Rio, and it was like a cave site, and my son got stuck on a rock. And I wasn't picking his big ass up. I damn sure wasn't, because it's either we're both gonna drown, and I'm sorry, but it's scary to, like, if you've never rock climbed in Puerto
Yes.
Rico,
Yeah.
takes one slip, one fall. And I told him, go down the same way, go up the same way. Well, he sends me a link to his sister. He's like, she does travel sites. She goes to these rivers and she does this and everything from zip lining and all. I'm like, that's so dope. Well, because I've been there so many times, I have rivers I go to already, so I just take them.
You got your favorite spots. I get
And
it.
lo and behold, I swear to my son, the same picture you showed, it was her. It had to been her because it looked identical. And she came up and she could see my frustration. He's on the rock in the middle of nowhere and I'm up here yelling, Gordo, you know what? You're going to sit there. That's it. You're going to sit there until you feel like jumping, because there was a jump and it was barely from here to here. But
Yeah,
he was
you
more
wouldn't take it.
traumatized.
Yeah, yeah,
you're going to
yeah.
jump, bro. Like, you're going to learn. If not, I'm never going to
Overcome
take
your
you rock
fears.
climbing. Yeah,
Overcome
you
your
have
fears,
to.
yeah.
I'm a mom. I'm not that dad.
You just, hey,
Learn.
Hey.
That's how I learned.
Yeah.
My dad threw me in the middle of a pool and drowned. Like, because you're gonna, just like dogs, you're gonna paddle, you're gonna learn. So that's how it was him. It had to been her, and if it wasn't her, whoever it was
So
a
the
blessing.
name
But
of the
they
company
helped
is
him
Bliss,
get down.
Bliss Adventures Puerto Rico. Frances is her name, and she has a great thing going, man. And all the hidden gems from 100 to 35 miles, she got you covered.
Nice.
And I completely recommend it, because if you're not from Puerto Rico, born and raised,
You
the
don't wanna go
rivers
to
are
the
the
wrong area.
scariest thing you
Yeah.
can get. It's not the beaches.
You get a
not
hit
the
of
waves.
water. I don't know if you haven't followed the weather. or
And the
nothing.
little holes that are in the river,
Yep.
it will suck you in and you'll never be found again. And people don't realize that. Or jump from the top that you think a local's jumping, you're gonna jump and you
And
crack
you're
your
gonna be the
neck and
same.
die.
Yep.
And I've heard stories at these
It could be too
rivers.
shallow. It's murky. It's rain. You don't even know. Yep.
Well, if it was her or not, it looked just like her,
Yeah.
because she had dark brown hair up to here. And she helped my son. It took him about 15 minutes, but sure enough, she talked to him very calmly, like, come in, you have to move this way. And she was moving her feet. I'm like, you better than me, because I would have left him. We would have sat there all day waiting for the sun to go down.
Oh wait, before I forget, I never gave you guys your gift.
Oh, give me my gift then.
yeah, I got y'all a gift.
I know.
Give me my gift.
started talking and then completely
By the way, I'm actually, while you get it, thank you for the coaster. Thank you for the coaster.
So if you guys know me, you know everywhere I go, I collect fans.
Do you really?
Hand
Do you?
fans. Yeah.
Oh shit.
So what I do now is when I buy my fan, I buy everybody else's fans too.
That is
Because-
so raw.
So this is a fan from Nairobi.
Oh my god.
Gorgeous.
I love it. And we're in Florida. You know this hurricane about to hit. So if we go without electricity,
We got fans.
oh my god.
fan that hurricane away.
Stop it.
Yeah, this is gorgeous.
That is
Shit.
beautiful. That is beautiful.
You got me a beautiful fan?
I look at he's like a little
He's
kid in a
blushing over
candy
there.
store. He's like, stop it. I got yo, this works, Phyllis.
That's
It works.
that's actually
Oh,
a lot of
that
wind.
is
It's not like the paper ones.
Oh, that's dope. Yo, I love it.
So yeah, so every
Thank
time I
you.
travel, I buy a hand fan. That's the first thing I look for. I collect them. When my grandmother passed away, one of the things that I inherit from her was her hand fan that she used at church. So from that moment, I started collecting them. So I have fans
So it's
from everywhere I go.
Wow.
sentimental.
Yes,
And I love the detail work to
and
it.
it helped
So
me a lot
intricate.
through my
It
menopause
is. Oh, I love
It's a little
this.
leather
too. You have
too.
to, like, yeah, it is real leather.
You could tell. Yeah, you could
Well, I'm
tell.
gonna have to whip my man with
Yes.
it.
Oh my.
I learned that I'm really violent through this stage.
You through what stage?
My
Through
bo-
what?
my
Which one
boyfriend
in
just got a
particular?
Let's talk about it, Akeisha.
my
we
boyfriend
talk
just
about it?
got a vasectomy done, and his nuts are like super swollen.
Derek, I'm so
Ice,
sorry,
ice,
Derek.
ice.
He's been doing a lot of
Derek,
ice.
I did not mean
A
for
lot
this
of
to go
ice.
this way. I
Hold
really
on,
didn't
hold
think
on.
she was gonna say anything.
Did you do it? Did you get the ice cream?
No, he won't even
You
let me
gotta
get
stop
by it
at
because
the
he's
store
scared
and
that I'm
get
like
So you
gonna
gotta
touch
let
my
people know.
nose on
So
it a certain
Anya
way.
Phoenix-
And
So she texts. Lakeisha texted us earlier today and told us about her issues with Derek's balls.
I'm not getting none. I'm like,
And she said they're swollen. So Enya Phoenix suggested that she would get some ice cream.
No, I said, oh, get some ice cream. I said, eat the ice cream, then put his balls in your mouth.
he won't even let me. I've tried. I even told him, put your balls on my forehead. Like, do something. And he is just traumatized. Like, he said it was the worst pain he's ever endured.
I would agree.
You
But
have
you
yours,
had a
don't you?
vasectomy?
He said he saved his. I saw that on a post. You saved your sperm, too.
Yep.
So wait. You have no kids?
My girl has 2, so we have 2.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Biologically, you have none?
None.
Okay.
Are you nervous if your sperm does not work? Like, survive after this?
Wait. Well, hold up. I got questions. Hold up.
Not worried.
Why did you get a vasectomy? If you
Trauma.
don't- Trauma?
Yeah, I was. So at the time, I was reckless, and my then partner, I had got her pregnant by accident, and she went through an abortion, and that was really painful for her. And I come from my grandma raised me, and I was like, I'm not gonna do that to a girl ever again. So I was like, whenever it's my time to make that decision,
It'll be on
because
your
I
own
wanted
time.
I wanted to have control over that.
So you froze your sperm and then you had a vasectomy.
It was painful. It's no
He
joke.
told me.
But see, what's crazy is, okay, so my husband had a vasectomy when he was 26 years old.
21 when I had it.
Oh, wow. You were
21,
a baby,
21.
baby.
What?
But don't they say that it only stays for 10 years?
No. Those are rumors. Like,
So how long does it stay? I have questions. I have
What if I
questions now.
change my mind?
No,
you
I
can
will not at
reverse
this
it.
point. I am
There's
secure
been-
It
now.
could be reversed,
You
but
can-
I don't think my husband had it at 26. He's 45. We've never had a scare in
he could
at
reverse
all.
it to this day. He can still reverse it.
Well,
There's been
if
success.
if he wants to reverse it, that's on him because I don't even have a reproductive system anymore. But
He would. There's been
Crazy.
successful cases of like 20 years later,
but
somebody
wait,
changes their
wait.
mind.
I'm
like, all right.
so. Let's go back to the whole 21 years.
Yeah,
old.
because you were
So they don't-
really
they
a baby.
Just snip it, but they don't burn it.
Both.
Well,
They cut it.
that's what I was about to
they
say. You
tied
have a
it, and
choice.
They burn it. They cut
So-
it. They tied it and they burn it.
See, what's crazy, when my husband was 26 years old when he
Bulletproof.
had it done, and we had oral sex that same day.
See, I've been trying.
Yeah, that
I'm trying.
He was not complaining. He had no pain.
was he put under.
No, it was in a urologist office.
Yeah. It's like
Two, dos punticos,
10
2 points,
10, 15
two
minutes.
stitches.
See,
That's
my
it.
my poor baby, like he's dealt with a lot. So I honestly thought like you'll be able to heal, which I've heard from different men. It just
weeks.
depends
It took
on
me
each
2
person.
Yeah, 2
Just to
weeks
be
without
safe.
walking funny.
See, and my mentor got his, and he told me within 3 days he was doing his dirty shit. He was
Yeah.
doing it. So I'm thinking 3-4 days max. In my mind, they're like 8 weeks. I'm like nuts.
Impatient ass.
I'm very impatient. I'm like a crackhead right now. I'm bleeding. I'm like, please give it to me.
I need
But-
sunshine, vitamin D.
But poor thing has been wobbling everywhere. And I felt so bad at one point. I looked at him and said, it can't be that bad. I didn't notice how aggressive I was until now. Because every time he walks by me, I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. And he tenses up.
You're
and his balls probably go to his stomach.
I know he feels that like here.
Yeah, and he literally turns white.
You're
My
my
baby is
condolences,
white.
sir.
White
He is
already.
white as can be. And
Remember you having to play that game you remember with your friends?
nutsack.
You doing that-
I do that.
You like,
It's
oh,
so
Hey,
bad.
man.
I don't slap
man.
it. I grab. You know that game that's like punch,
Hey.
pull, slap, turn. You know what I'm talking about? What is that game
Bop it,
called?
bop it.
Bop it. I bop them. Like I do that like bop, turn, pull, yank.
Yank.
And
you are horrible.
but it's in a fun and fence, and then he'll like grab my nipple and squeeze it, and then I'll put him in a headlock, and then he flips me. It's like we're very aggressive.
What the heck, Nakisha?
It's affection.
it's
That's
affection.
That's their affection.
Wait,
It's not like I'm beating him.
Prior.
It's not a we. I bet you it's you.
It's
He
her,
is.
Because when I met her, she come in there. Why you didn't see me tonight? I'm like, oh.
I'm coming from a boxing family. The way we show love, we hit people. My brother, my dad's known for smacking our butts real freaking hard. He does it to my mom. He used to
did
do
that
it to
to
me
my
like
mom, too.
hard.
Yep.
My brother, he has a thing the same way. Me, I have a thing with titties. I don't know what it is, but I'll go and give you a purple nipple real quick if you're a
Oh,
woman.
hell no. Don't ever do that shit to me.
If I love you, and
No.
Marissa and Blue Note can
Jesus
definitely tell you,
Christ.
I will
We got
grab tetas
witnesses.
and slap them and butts. I'm just so comfortable with the female
Imagine
body.
your days. You pow. She
And
hit you?
with my boyfriend, bro, if I don't beat you up, I don't love you. And it was funny because last night he was fucked up on the Percocet.
I also think it's a Scorpio thing because my husband does the same thing.
Maybe because I'm feisty, but he was
Yes.
messed up on his painkillers yesterday because he drank a beer and he looked at me, and after he texted me, he's like, you know, it kind of turns me the fuck on when you sitting here trying to, because I make sounds too, so I'll go up to him, I'll hit him, boom, 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 and he wrote
sound
that,
effects
and he's like,
and
I love when you say boom, 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 bang, and then you still don't get me. It's kind of cute, and I was like, oh my god, see, he understands me. But now
takes
I
some gelling. It takes
noticed
some gelling, you
I'm
know.
going to calm down a little bit until he had this procedure and I can't grab his nuts.
How long ago? You don't want me to ask?
It's Thursday of last week. I feel that's enough. Like,
I would give another week. I would give
Oh,
for me.
man.
For me, it was 2 weeks to the dot, and I was like,
well, today he woke up
right.
like he walked a little.
Feel yourself 100.
all right.
See, he started
Can I
walking
squat? Can I
normal
play ball?
today.
When I play ball, I was like, all right, I'm good.
No, he poor thing. Even when he gets on, like, we were in the car today. We went to go eat. I took him on a lunch date, and I have a truck, a Jeep truck, so it's high. And I'm driving, and he gets out to get the doctor's papers. He comes back in, and while he's coming, I put the truck in. And he's like, "Babe, are you serious?"
You are
so he came up to it. I went,
mean.
and I'm dying laughing. I think it's hilarious. He gets his leg off halfway, he jumps into the truck, and I'm like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry, you're nuts." And it just clicks to me like last minute that I can't play with him. So I'm not gonna be so aggressive no more. This is what God taught me. Like I can't. I'm too aggressive at this
After
point.
you almost made him make a split with the car. Poor guy.
I wish I would have TikToked it. It was fucking perfect. Perfect. But I did not know that about like vasectomies. I really didn't take it as serious as a woman.
I really didn't think.
Getting a
I've only had
hysterectomy,
the
it takes
experience with my husband, and
months.
since he was not in pain, I thought it was okay.
You know,
like
playing
She like
basketball,
hit
you
you.
get hit. You know, playing ball, you get hit or whatever, and it's like, oh, and you lose your breath, and you feel it everywhere, and I need like 5 minutes to shake it off. But what I felt, what I personally went through, it was gruesome. It was, oh my
And
gosh.
he's a barber, so he's talked to a lot of men that have
I
it.
squeezed
Each of
everything
them-
around me. I don't know what happened. I started laughing. They told me, you're the first guy that laughed. Like, listen, bro, I'm laughing because I don't want to like poop
Cry.
myself. I don't want to poop myself. I basically, someone's like, this is just
That's the
way
first thing
too
I
much.
asked him. I'm like, how did they have your legs? Were you spread open like a gynecologist? He's like, Keisha, you're doing too much now. I'm like, your boss
Iodine,
is
little
wait,
iodine
you weren't,
and
you weren't
everything.
there with him holding his
No,
hand?
I sure not. I was working. I was working. You got to think about it. Half of these men, they wouldn't be with us if we went into unless we have to. But because it was a real quick surgery, 30 minutes, he called me, babe, I'm
Yeah.
walking in. 30 minutes later, he called me. I was
Yeah,
washing
it's-
out hair.
yeah, it's
I was like,
like-
damn,
Quick.
that's it?
That's
was
it.
quick, yep.
But they clamped him a wrong way, and he asked the doctor. He's like, "Yo, this is painful. Can you like change it?" And he maneuvered it, and then he was fine. Took a deep breath. But I told him, go get a second opinion. Like if you felt like he clamped a certain way already, and you're still in pain, and a lot of men you talked to said it doesn't hurt. Well, everybody called him afterwards and wanted to know how he was doing.
hurt, man.
And they straight up said, "Well, I didn't want to tell you, but it was the worst pain of my life." He's like, "Well, fuck y'all." Like
Nigga,
he
you
was
should've told
prepared
me
to feel like
before.
nothing.
My boy actually got it done, and I kind of messed with him. I was like, no, it's a quick 5 minute.
That's what everybody
It's
told them.
It's a quick 5 minute, but I left the part that it was the worst 5 minutes of your existence. You will never feel pain, physical pain like that ever again. And I'm like, if I got needles,
I'm sorry, but women are in labor for hours and
We
hours
take a
and
lot.
days.
if I
so-
can handle the needles direct to my nutsack, I feel like I'm pretty good. I can
Yeah.
take
You
anything.
can deal with
I
life.
can take anything. Yeah.
I told him, I'm like, you're
Yeah.
a baby. Like to me, I was like, you're a baby. We go through periods. I probably got the same pains you got right now every month.
Yeah.
But it's different. Women's body are different. And every man
are
that he
we are
said,
More
created.
tapped in for the pain.
Yeah.
Basically, y'all created for pain tolerance.
Yeah.
Because bleeding every month, you know what
that's
I
not
mean?
normal. We're like the exorcist. Like
Bear.
this.
And then y'all want the sex, which is
Oh, even better.
painful. Yeah. Oh, just bend me over.
Yeah.
I love it.
Fuck me up.
I love it. Is that our no for spicy talk? Can we do spicy?
On the next segment,
Yes, let's do this.
This is our segment. Spicy. I've missed this.
hey, fuego.
Yes, I love this. This is my favorite part of the show.
So, as I said before, these are the cards from Tonight Let's Talk from Ace Metaphor, who I love. I'm a big fan. I'm gonna post this and tag him.
I love
Sponsor?
this game. I'm gonna buy this game. Just have date nights.
Yes, they have a date night.
I feel the
deck,
heat
Do they?
already with the lights and everything.
right?
Right?
Right.
Getting hot.
It's like sizzling in here, man. Man.
All right, let me shuffle these a little bit. You know, I was a
This
table
is
games
fun.
dealer in Atlantic City for
Were you
15
really?
years. I was.
I really wanted to do it, but I don't like gambling either. But I would have stayed and
I
been
get
on
mad,
Monopoly to do
man.
it.
I used
I
to get
cannot
mad.
lose money.
I don't like to.
I'm trying to make money.
My mom just won almost $9,000 last week.
Oh, I need to go with her to
at
the
the
casino.
Hold up.
9,000, and she didn't come home. My mother.
Wouldn't come home either.
You know what she just did with her money? Invested it into. She's making her whole garage into a 1-bedroom apartment now. It only costs
Efficiency.
15.
Oh,
yeah.
we're gonna pick her
She
own
can double up
purses
money.
then. Okay,
I said,
like
take
that.
me.
No, she
she
got
won
cash flow.
500, then 9,000, another 700.
I'll be.
Just switching it up.
Oh, I like this. Let me see.
Oh, this said not read it.
Oh, okay. I didn't read that fast. I don't read that fast.
All right.
Right?
Let our guests,
He's like,
we're going to let our guests be the first. So read your question. So we all answer the question so you don't feel like.
All right, put on the
But you go
spot.
first.
you
I
gotta
feel on the
answer
spot
first.
anyway. Could you be with a bisexual man?
Oh, God. That is.
Could I be with a bisexual man? Why or why not? I'm not interested in men.
So let's pick him another
Yeah,
card.
here, pick
I'm not
another
interested
one.
in men. No.
Pick
That
another-
was the worst card for
does
him to
not
pick
apply.
up.
Does
And
not
he's
apply.
engaged.
Don't let the flowers confuse you. This I could talk about. What's your most embarrassing high school moment? So, I did something trifling. I'm not gonna lie. I did not, unbeknownst to me at that time, I called out a cousin of mine, a bitch in front of people, and then she came at me and said, "Yeah, but you still wet the bed." And I was like, "Yeah, that's
Wait,
true."
how old were you?
I was 13 years old.
Oh, she ain't shit.
I was like, "All right, yeah, that's all."
Listen, he started it.
Hey,
Yeah.
but shit. She
I
finished
definitely, I
it.
definitely
She went
ate that
for the
one. I
gutter.
definitely ate that one. I'm not gonna lie.
What's my most embarrassing?
The lunchroom, everybody was like,
We used to take an activity bus after sports. I played a lot of sports in high school when I actually stayed in high school. And we were just twerking one day in the bus, and my pants ripped straight and down the middle. And I had to thank God I had a jacket. I was able to cross it, but everybody saw my butt. I'm about to say butthole. No, they saw my butt.
So I didn't go to high school, so I don't have a most high school embarrassing moment. I do have a middle school one though. So as I said here before, you know, we lived in the hood in the projects, and if you're from the hood and you live in the projects, you know roaches are just part of the. It comes
Yeah.
with it.
They're like your next door neighbor.
Yeah, like I mean, in my household, we were super clean. We cleaned a lot, but you can't control other people's apartments, so we always had roaches.
impossible.
So this was, you know, in the late 80s, early 90s. I tried to do the whole curly hair thing when nobody was doing curly, you know, with the Aquafina spray.
Oh my god.
So I had like the big curly hair, right?
Please don't tell me.
So I went to school one day and the girl sitting behind me was like, ew, what's that? Well, long story short, I had a dead roach on my hair.
Shut up! That is so embarrassing. I think that takes the cake.
I'm an insect lover. Stop
But
it.
let me tell you this. Let me tell you this, though.
That's my hair clip.
Play it off.
Let's not get it twisted, though. Nobody made fun of me because I was the sister of Harvey Vasquez, and Harvey Vasquez was the man where I lived, and nobody dared to make fun of me. So I looked at her and I said, you say something, I'm going to beat you up.
Period.
She didn't say nothing.
Oh my God.
But it was embarrassing.
That was traumatizing.
It was embarrassing.
Ashley, you. I mean, oh my God.
I was a little fast one.
You were what?
Little fast one. I went to school with some stripper shoes.
Shut
Stripper
up.
shoes? Like a real heel? Like
Yeah.
the clear?
Shut up.
How you get out
We
of the
need
house
pictures
with that?
of this. Look at Icy's face.
I see. Listen, the funniest thing is, every time she says something he doesn't know about, he's like,
His mouth is dropped. We need a camera just on Icy's
just
"We need
jaw,
a
his
camera."
jaw.
Yeah.
Stop it. How'd you walk? Did you fall?
Yeah.
I have so many questions.
I fell. We had
You know,
had
ankle thing?
a class outside in the what are they called? Portables.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
portable classes.
Yeah.
That's a
and I
Florida
was
thing.
coming out of the classroom to go into
With the metal
main
stairs.
main building,
Clink,
and
clink,
I
clink.
caught the heel caught like a dip into the gravel, and just
But what about going to school with hooker
With
heels
stripper heels.
make
Like,
you-
where did you get the stripper heels
wait,
from?
I said hooker. Wait, my bad. My bad. With strip, why? Wait, why?
Because I
So
wanted.
many questions.
Okay, because I'm short. I wanted to feel tall from
Okay, but where did you get these stripper heels from?
seduction.
Pull up.
Don't.
Free advertisement.
I'm so done.
Okay.
I'm so done. Okay, I'll go next.
Go next.
That's a good one.
If you could email your younger self, what would it be in the subject line?
Your younger self.
My younger self. These hoes ain't worth it. Because I was knocking people's heads off in middle school and high school. I was a fighter out of anger, but I was fighting. And I wish that I would have never let them control me and my emotions.
Powerful, that's powerful.
So as many ass whoopings that I have in my pocket to hand out right now, I choose fighting is not always the thing, but it's not beneath me.
I was gonna say, wait,
'Cause I still
weren't
won't
you
throw-
just in a fight like 2 months ago? Like
It was like 6. No, it was. I got a little
was
scar.
2
It
months
was about
ago.
2 or 3 months ago. It's not beneath me. Like, I will still whoop ass if I need to, but I wish I would have told myself back then. I lost a lot of scholarships. I probably wouldn't have been a hairstylist I am now and an entrepreneur,
Everything
but
happens for a reason.
everything does happen. But I wish I would have saved these hands for the right ones. I was just passing them out like chicken nuggets.
Everybody can get it. Everybody can get it.
Everybody can get it.
All right. What's the most?
But we all answered the same question.
Oh.
though.
Yeah,
Well,
you have
we-
to go.
oh, yeah,
So
okay.
if you could email your younger self, what would it be in the subject line?
Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. I let like my trauma define me. I was the opposite. I was reserved. I'd be a clown, and I wouldn't dare to go after like second base with girls, for example, because everything that my grandma was taught is like you mess with girls, you're gonna be a rapist, you're gonna end up with STD, or you're gonna ruin your life. There was no other option besides
Yeah.
that. I was like,
Like, I'm gonna keep these in the pants.
come on, man. That's what I would tell myself. Like, man, don't be afraid of nothing.
Hell yeah. And yeah.
What would I tell my younger self? There's a lot that I would tell my younger self.
Well, we got a subject line.
You got mail.
Hey,
I
well.
just gave my age away, man.
Learn to put yourself first.
That part.
Hell yeah.
My subject line will be live your life. Live your life.
Turn up.
Yeah.
While we still got it.
Let go and live your life.
Live your
Yeah.
life. Because nobody's going to give you back. Time is the one thing that you can't put a money value on.
Amen. I feel that.
Your time is priceless. So live your
Look
life.
back and filled with regrets is a sad way to go.
It
It's
is.
a sad way to go. So
Yeah.
I agree.
Hell yeah.
All right.
This is
I like
dope.
these ones. These are not sexual this time.
Yeah.
dope.
I like the
said
sexual
sex/relationship questions.
Good.
What's the most outrageous lie a man has ever told you?
Oh, stop it. My baby daddy needs a whole podcast to himself.
The most outrageous lie. Well, first of all, this is a hard one because a man, like I've only been with my husband, so I haven't had.
I'm pretty sure he's live.
Of course. Oh, listen. In 30 years, lie. Let me see. I think he just. Oh,
He's still lying.
he's a man, ain't he?
That part. That part.
Jaw drop.
As I sip the drink.
I hope he doesn't watch this episode. So while I was in Africa, my husband decided to go to Colombia. When I asked him,
My destination.
who he was going with,
Hated me.
he said he was going by himself. In all reality, he was going with the one friend that I can't stand.
I cut them both. I cut
That's
them
a
both.
lie.
It don't matter. You don't lie
It don't
about something
matter.
simple like that.
You don't. If you lie about the little
How you
things,
bring your friends. Be like, hey, Christian, hey, tell your mama that I can
That's middle
Yeah,
school
that's-
shit.
tell her, you tell her though.
listen. I'm 44 years old. My husband's 45 years old. We're grown.
That part.
Why you lying?
We're grown. No. I don't tell him who to be friends with. We've known this guy for 20 plus years.
Right.
So
Okay?
there's no reason to hide them at that point.
Exactly. I've never been one to tell my husband what to do. Never. Not when I was 15, 16, 17, 29, 30, Never
But-
told him what to do.
Just
But he know that
respect
friend.
I will let him know
Yeah.
that person ain't shit for you.
But still,
but you-
if
but
you
okay,
can lie,
okay, but you wanna-
if you can lie about something that small, imagine what you will lie about.
But you want to know something though?
Bullshit. You can't
Hold
tell
up.
me you ain't lied to Derek. Don't start.
Yeah, over stupid shit, but I tell him every time. Like, it's not something that I can literally tell him one thing and it'll come out like, ugh, but he can tell I'm a
The only
stutterer.
thing I've ever lied
I
about
stutter.
to my husband is how much
Like,
money
you
I've spent.
lying?
I be stuttering.
That's the only thing I've ever lied to my husband about. How much?
Still lying. You just
But wait,
still
but wait,
lying.
but wait. No, no, no,
What
no,
was
no,
the
no, no.
lie?
About money I've spent.
Oh.
That's nuts.
You know what the consequences is. You
But
know
it's
you
my money.
It kind of.
It's my money. I can spend it however I want, but I don't want to hear what
I
he
think
has
we
to say
should go
about
to the
it.
next person.
This is cool. This is cool.
No,
He's
but wait,
gonna be
but
on
wait,
that.
'cause
He's
no.
gonna be watching
No,
this
I do have a
episode.
question though.
Yes.
Had he told you he was gonna go with his friend, would you had a reaction to that?
A different response.
So
Honestly.
the way that I am, I don't react in the moment. I am very, I'm like flat.
Mm-hmm.
I would let it. I would think about it. I will see how I feel, and then I will have a conversation with him and express how I feel.
That's fair. That's fair.
I don't react. I don't let other people's actions affect my reaction. The only thing I have control of is my reaction and what I say and what I do.
It's a valid question though.
It is a very valid question because that's what you would
Because
think.
it
Because I'm
kinda makes
Latina,
sense. It
right?
kinda
I'm
makes sense.
Latina, so I should be.
So it's not like you cut him real quick and then ask questions later.
No.
So it shouldn't have been that scared.
No. So this is the funny thing. It wouldn't bother me if I was right all the fucking time. Because when I spoke to him while he was in Colombia, he was frustrated with his friend, and he's like, I don't know why the fuck I invited him. I could have told you that. I did tell you that.
But you still bring him around.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that was the lie.
I don't know. That's a lot of fucking lying.
People ain't ish.
Yeah. The craziest one that I've gotten, she's just my cousin.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, those are the ones. Those are the ones. That's what I get the chicken nugget hand punch.
And I don't know in Puerto Rico. I think in Puerto Rico they say this too. Los primos se primen. And yeah.
And I don't believe in the brother and sister. That's my brother. That's my sister. Oh no, y'all smashing.
Turns
If
out,
you don't have the same mom and same dad,
You smashing.
Yeah, no.
Yep. Turns
And
out
I
we
definitely
was
don't believe in
all-
female-male friendships.
Turned-
I know you have a different opinion,
Yeah.
but yeah,
turns
no.
out we was all cousins. He had one that he was living with.
She said, "Turn out we all cousins."
It was family at that point.
Oh, this shit.
We the Brady Bunch.
There was 3 of us that he was saying was cousins.
Nice.
Shit.
There was 2 black girls, one that he lived with, one that lived in a couple apartments
Oh, he bold.
apart
Yeah, he
from
is.
that one, and then me here. How am I your cousin?
Here, grab another one.
Yeah.
All right, your go.
Wait, did we do 3? No, we haven't done 3, right?
No, we haven't done
Okay.
3.
I would say, wow.
And it's not a man for you, a woman.
Yeah,
What is
like
the-
I'm not.
What is the most outrageous lie a woman has ever told you?
I'm a virgin. I'm a virgin.
And then
think
you're
they
like,
all do
wait a
that.
minute. Wait, how can
Where?
they lie about that? Because that obviously
You'll be
my question was
surprised.
like,
you thought I wasn't
Where-
gonna be able to tell.
where?
Pick a card. Pick another card.
Mine?
Yeah.
Mine, my son's father definitely gave me a run for my money. I was very young and naive. I think the worst one, hands down, was when he was on heroin really bad and opiums, and he disappeared for 3 months. After I gave birth to Ivan, he was just gone, never came home. And I legit was calling him, blowing him up, trying to figure out where he was. He was nowhere to be found, just ghost. So at that point, I got nervous. I got scared. So I drove all the way to Orlando, where I knew he hung out with his uncle and his dad. And I drove up and down the roads every day because I'm like, he's probably sprung out on drugs. He probably OD'd something. I thought the worst. Well, I finally, when I was leaving, God works. I hit one road and I see his car underneath like some dirt debris. And I knock on the door and he comes out and he is my son's father, 6'5". 6'5", probably 135, 40 pounds. He's usually 220, 230. So he was buddied out. I picked his ass up. I hit him a couple times. I was young, very bipolar, and threw him in the
Chicken
car.
nuggets.
Chicken nuggets. I hit him
Chicken
with a lot of
tenders.
chicken nuggets that day. I brought him back to Lehigh, and he told me that he was sorry, but what he was doing, it wasn't that he was doing anything with anybody, that he was actually prostituting other women. Because at that point, I already went through his phone.
So he was being a pimp.
He was saying he was being a pimp. So I went through his phone to see all
keep
these.
up with his vices and
Yeah,
all that,
to
right?
see it
Yeah.
was just lies on top of lies. And I seen all these women in his phone. And finally, I called one girl, and the one girl was a woman, and I forever will thank her for that. I called her and I said, my son's father said he's pimping you out. Is this true? And she bust out laughing. She's like, no, but you know what? Your son's father did offer to pay me $100 to lie to you on the phone if you ever called me. But no, he paid me for sex. And I remember that day he had a Honda, and he's a master mechanic. He was actually very intelligent, and he was just stupid, threw his whole life away. And I remember the day I was too calm, and he got more nervous, and I had nails on, long nails. And I walked straight up to his car, and the back of his Honda, he had these little spurs, and I looked dead in his face and started ripping it apart. And I know you ain't gonna drive with a busted tail light, so the first thing I'm doing is a busted tail light. Then I started busting the whole car, and he busted me a couple times. And yeah, that was the worst lie I've ever been told. And he was gone for 3 months right after having Ivan. Gave me post what all that shit.
depression, the whole
Yeah, I had
depression,
depression the whole time, and then you tell me you're pimping out hoes, but you're really paying for sex the whole time. And thank God, knock on wood, he never brought me nothing home.
I had the graphic for Ivan with the car.
You have no idea. And
Hadouken!
I watched
Hadouken!
too many
Hadouken!
movies, and I
Hadouken!
knew off rip. I'm like, fuck these tires, like
Yeah.
fuck the windshields. I'm gonna hit you where it hurts, because if you try to drive, you can get stopped by the cops and then arrested. Because I'm not the one to call the police on you, but I will get you. Bop, and I just get.
I'll get you.
I'm
I'll
gonna
get you in a
fuck you
pickle.
up. Yeah, but I was young. I was 20 years old when I had Ivan. So imagine everything I was going through and raising a baby by myself.
One
Asshole.
more. Come grab another one.
On that note, that's why I don't date Cubans no more.
But it's not all Cubans.
I don't care.
Let's
Want me to
not,
pass
let's
you
not
one?
stereotype. Let's
No.
not stereotype.
Oh no, you one more,
I
right?
have
Oh, are we
one.
doing another one?
Yeah,
Oh
we're
shit.
doing
Okay, bet. Let's do this.
All right. All right. So
Turning on the temperature.
you're getting married or renewing your vows. Who's going to be your maid of honor and why?
Oh, this sucks because I got too many friends and I can't think this far ahead.
I'm not gonna have a maid of honor.
No.
I'm not gonna have a maid of honor because I can't just pick one person. First of all, second of all, I have too many female cousins.
Everybody
And-
I
gonna
would
be
fight for the
fighting.
spot.
Yeah, but I'm answering the question to answer. But you know how I feel about weddings
Yeah.
anyway, so I'm not gonna be paying for everybody to party.
That's period.
Yeah.
All right. What about you, Enya?
You have a bestie? If you're having a wedding or renewing your
Who is it
vows,
gonna
who's
be?
gonna be your maid of honor?
Man, I don't think I'm gonna be getting married. But if I was to ever get married,
Bring
You have
the
a
energy.
bestie?
Bring the energy over here.
we ain't always gotta point it over there. No, I don't think I would. I think I just want something small.
But you wouldn't have a maid of honor? Okay. Who's gonna be your best man in your wedding?
My boy Carlos from Chicago. We met 7 years ago through insurance, and that man has been solid. There's no, I can't even describe. I didn't think like dudes like that could be like straight up, man. He hasn't like
He hasn't
let me
wavered.
down. He's not about nothing. That's my guy. That's my guy.
Nice.
Yeah.
I actually had this conversation with my mom just a week ago when we were talking about if we're getting married when my dad gets home and all this. And I would actually have my mom as my maid of honor.
Nice.
She's my best friend. She's solid. I know she's never gonna turn on me. And the one thing I don't want is to take pictures and then hate the bitch a year later.
That part.
So
that
yeah,
part.
that's what we going with. Mother Dukes.
Okay.
So mine is, what are your thoughts on sugar daddies? And would you
I
ever
got me a
date-
sugar daddy. If you haven't saw
and would
Derek
you
yet.
ever date one? So I'm looking for a sugar daddy.
I can't stand her.
I need a
Drop your
sugar
link. Drop
daddy.
your link on below. Application.
However, I want a sugar daddy that doesn't want no sugar.
You sound like my mama.
What
Why?
then what's the
Wait,
whole
because there's
point?
men that actually would just go on dates with you. They
Yeah.
will pay you to
That
give
just
to have a
wants my
good eye
company.
candy with you.
Because
I went on a date like that.
the way I see it is I get the benefits and he gets the benefits. I
that-
get the money to pay off what I need to pay, and then I get time with whoever.
You better get somebody to
wants it.
nursing home. I'll show him a teta.
That's what I
I'll show him
want.
a little teta once in a while.
my thoughts on sugar daddy, I think it's basically, and I know I'm going to get a lot of smack for
Already
this.
hoeing ourselves out.
I feel like
yes.
it's just like prostitution.
Yeah. Honestly, if you're smashing for a little bit of money, but you know what?
If you're doing anything for a little bit of money,
I'm devil's advocate with that
for,
because I've never
Washing these cars, man.
that part.
Damn.
I'm like devil's advocate with that because I've never had a sugar daddy, even though everybody thinks Derek is my sugar daddy, having gray hair. But if you're throwing the pussy for free, why not get paid for it?
Exactly.
I've never done it, but you know whose words came out of that mouth? And my grandmother went viral on TikTok with my grandmother.
I heard-
She
I saw
said,
that.
"Ay, mija, if I had the body that you have and you look good, I'll be selling this pussy, not getting it for free. And look at all the men you done gave it for free and didn't do shit for you."
True.
And when you think of it like that,
But if you think about it too, what was the saying when we was growing up? Don't give the milk for free.
that part. But my grandmother's completely
we always
different.
give it for free.
My grandma a thug. Like
my grandma was
Out of
she's
love.
not doing nothing for free. She's not getting
Out of-
married
yeah.
for
Out of
free.
Out of love,
She's
out
not
of
nothing.
ignorance. Yep.
Yep. My grandma
Yeah,
gangster.
gangster.
And I mean, if you go on my TikTok, look up Shmoney. I have a great following on TikTok. But my most viral videos are my grandmother from the stuff that comes out of her mouth, and it's no censor. Sometimes my mouth is dropped. I'm like, who
You know,
are
they ask
you?
her, What year was she born?
My grandmother is 69 now, so I don't know.
Okay,
You do
okay,
the
okay.
math.
That's what I
So
said.
she
'Cause
was
my
born
grandma's
like
79,
54.
and she be dropping some.
Yeah, my grandma's a thug. Like the stuff that comes out, I'm like, you still even do it? That's weird. Like it's weird pictures in my mind.
Listen, when
Rocking with
Yeah,
his grandma.
that's my grandmother
Still
too.
that mindset, if you say anything against it,
Yep.
listen,
Yep, that part.
my grandmother died at 80 years old, and when we cleaned out her stuff, she had porn in her room.
I'm telling you. And I don't put my grandmother got like 2 or 3 boyfriends in Puerto Rico.
VHS porn. Okay,
They even make those.
how you
Turn it
know?
on one side,
Flip
look at
it.
the other part.
Yeah.
What
So
about you?
what about
Sugar
you?
mama?
Well,
Not unless you're not engaged, but
in a hypothetical world where I was single, I'm with it.
I think it's
I'm
different for
with it.
Men are
guys.
different.
I'm with it. I mean, like, put me through school, like,
give me a place.
give me an LLC, like, I
Not
want
like
to be
PlayStation.
So that's
me
a-
being single. Me
yeah,
being single.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I think there's a double standard also when it comes to men and women.
Yeah.
I said to me it applies to both men or women. I'm not saying that it's just a woman will be considered prostitute if they do that. No, both men and women. What's wrong is wrong. In my opinion, I might be wrong, but in my opinion, if you're exchanging any sexual act for money, that makes you a prostitute.
I just honestly with a sugar daddy, I can't.
Yes.
If I'm not sexually attracted to you, I won't even get off.
Then at that point, it's not a sugar
It's
daddy.
not even. Yeah.
I feel like that comes into play. I feel like that comes into play. Yeah.
'Cause my
and I
brother
want
dates
I
older
would want to
women.
use it for some. I wouldn't just cash. I don't even know. I want help because an elderly lady could have like connections. She could be a widow and her husband could be a banker. And
Yeah.
That's what I think about. Not just
Not just the money.
not
yeah.
just the money. I don't give a. I can make my own. I don't. That's not. It's not about that. It's about
Connections and what you can do for me.
yeah.
Well, shit, I went on a date with a sugar daddy actually for I'm gonna say Ivan, my son, before my boyfriend now, just to see the field of it. And I didn't have no plans on having sex. I just wanted a fancy dinner because honestly, the old school men will still open up doors for you. They
Yes.
will make
Michelle.
reservations.
No.
Chivalry.
We do some.
See,
of that
my
too.
boyfriend's like that,
We
but
do
I
some
love
of
him
that right
though.
now.
But he's
Today,
7.
2023. There's guys that do that.
Well, yeah, my boyfriend's one of those, but he's 7 years older, and honestly, he's the first ever that's done
Yeah.
that made reservations. But I went on a date with him, and I learned real quick it wasn't gonna work when he tried to make me eat like food, like seafood, but it was fresh tuna or something. And at that point, we just didn't have nothing in common. I was like,
Like sushi. Like sushi.
no, it was like plain tuna.
Yeah, like you know how-
Sashimi, like sashimi.
Yeah, whatever it was.
Yeah.
And he like force fed me. I was like, bitch, like, no, this is weird. And I left and I TikToked it. I actually left it in my drafts. I never posted it. But no, not for no money. Not for
All right.
sugar.
What's your card?
From 1 to 10, how would you
That's
rate
the
your
last question.
twerking skills? It's
Okay.
over at 5. If over a 5, show me.
Say that again.
From 1 to 10, how would you rate your twerking skills? If over a 5, you have to show me.
Let's go, Keisha.
I'm not gonna lie.
He's doing the stanky leg instead.
Probably Kiki back in the day have a little twerk session to it. But I'll be real with you, I haven't twerked in a very long time unless I'm on it. Like on it.
On it.
on it. And
So
that's a different
what
type
rating
of
will
squats.
you give your twerking, Keisha?
Right now, probably a 4.5.
Ah, you That's not even
I got
fair.
too many. I got short shorts today. My whole ass cheek will fall out.
All right.
But no, I really, you know what? I like to dance now. I like to go in like bachata, salsa. I
Yes.
like that. I think that's more sexual than twerking to me.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
honestly, my
You're
twerking
facts.
skills are not that good no more. Yeah, I would probably say 3, 4.5.
I don't know how to twerk.
My mom doesn't either. All that ass for no reason.
I don't know how to twerk, so
don't
my
got an
skills are 0.
She said, I don't have an ass. Can you twerk?
I look like this flag right here. You seen that meme, that girl with that looks like Vilma?
Oh my God, they have that thing on TikTok now. Dum, 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 dum.
All right, last one for you. Did you answer? You answered.
Like my question?
Your
Yeah.
last question, yeah.
What's your biggest turn on when it comes to, it says men, but I'm gonna just say women.
What's your bigger turn off?
Biggest turn off when it comes to men. I'll
But
answer
women,
as a woman. For a woman, I would say that. Oh,
You know what? But let's keep it physical.
okay. I'm glad you went there. I'm glad you went there. You gotta have like nice feet. You gotta
Okay.
have nice feet.
That is like every man's
I don't have a foot
answer.
fetish. I could give a damn about foot pictures. I don't care about feet. But that to me is hygiene.
My
And-
dad said
and-
the same thing.
And they can't have like acrylic. They can have acrylic. Acrylic
Like the fake toes?
Nah, that's a different. Yeah, I don't-
That reminds
mean,
me of Bebe's kids.
they just need to be well kept. If I
Yes.
if I feel like you got that's kind of my thing.
For me,
Go
it's
ahead.
teeth. Teeth.
Yes. I'm with you on that. That's all I can think
Or
about.
how-
If you don't have, and they don't have to be like the straightest. No. But if you have like missing teeth, missing tooth,
See, I'm okay with missing. It's when you see the butter in their teeth or something.
Blech.
Blech.
like if you, for me, it's teeth and hands. That's that's one of the first thing I look in a man's
I'm
like
one
their
of those.
hands.
I think, yeah, mine would definitely be teeth. But at the same time, my ex fiance actually had an overbite, and I fell in love with his personality before his teeth, and I think that's what threw it. But afterwards, I was like, what was I doing? Like, ooh.
With love.
What's
like
the biggest turn off for you? Physical.
That is to say body.
Body?
Yeah.
really?
I prefer
Even
my
with-
guys skinny.
What?
What?
Skinny. Build some kind of muscles.
I do
Okay.
not like buff men.
I don't
For
either.
nothing in the world, I do not like
That
men
whole-
that are.
that-
Well, remember
whole,
we had the conversation.
Like steroid look.
Yeah, I don't like it.
That's
The thing
not
is that
cute at all.
everybody who to be quite, I follow the fitness industry. I'm vegan, so I don't do no juice. I don't do nothing but eat beans to get my gains. And the influencers, they're not legit. Everybody's juiced up. Everybody's juiced up today.
Yeah.
Every single guy, like all that vein, all that.
Yeah,
is
that's
You
not
can tell
normal.
it's
That's
fake.
not normal.
That's not normal.
I don't like when I can't. If they have a bigger upper body and you forget, you know what? That's my pet peeve right
The
there.
cone look.
I don't like little legs. I don't like little legs. Like if you're skinny all the way around, so be it.
Yes.
That's
But
calves.
if you have chicken
Yeah.
calves, to me,
With big ass muscles.
turn off.
Where you can't even put your
Turn
arms
off.
down.
Tumbling.
and I'm not gonna lie, I look at that and on every man, and I can be randomly doing somebody's hair and I will stare at their calves. And my man has a great. He has a dad bod. I fucking love
He's,
it. I love a belly.
well proportioned.
He's very well proportioned. But my brother has a friend that he works out nonstop, like buff. His legs are like this, and
Like
one
Jill
day,
body or something? Like
yes,
just-
looks like an ice cream cone. And one day I said to him, I was like, "Yo, what's up? You don't work out your legs?" And he got so
Offended.
that I found out for the next 2 weeks straight. That's all he did was work out his legs.
You helped him out.
That's a jab to his ego.
Yeah.
Oh, it was
All
ugly.
right,
Taking nuggets
guys.
to his ego.
Well, with that being said, I think it is time to wrap it up. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having
me. Yes.
You had a lot of insightful. That vasectomy at 21. You're gonna come back and talk about that because I think more men need to know about the whole process, and especially Hispanic men. They have this mentality that if they get it done, it takes away their manhood.
Yeah.
But we're gonna save that for a whole other podcast. Can you please look at your camera, tell people your business name, number, address, or whatever information you want to share?
So, look me up anywhere and any platform. The Car People. Thank you. I appreciate you. We're certified, licensed, insured. If you're looking for a professional mobile detailing tint that'll go anywhere in Florida and take care of you, this is 5-star business. This is not a guy with 2 buckets. Hit me up.
That part.
That's what I'm talking about.
And what are your social media handles?
It's the Car People FL.
Okay.
FL. That's Instagram. That is Facebook, and that is also TikTok.
Awesome.
Perfect. So make sure you follow him, follow everybody. But on top of that, I need some sales. I need everything going on. Your pricing,
Yes.
points, everything. Why don't you give them like a kind of a little roundabout of what they looking for?
So I kind of just actually I brought this right here to kind of just use it as a reference. So I walked away from the individual. If you have pet hair, this is this much. This is a package deal.
Exactly.
You want to buy with me? I'm gonna make sure that you get 5 stars only.
No matter what.
Only.
Good.
And there's 2 ways. We can deep clean your car inside and out, and we can deep clean your car inside and out plus protect it.
Okay.
And we can talk about that. Average price point on a sedan, we're looking at about, depending on the service, you're looking about from 170 to 280.
Okay.
280 is everything. It's
And
the
the
drip.
cars and-
It's the drip. Yeah, you don't want to drive it afterwards. We do anything from auto removal, pest control. I could go on and on. I know we're wrapping up. SUVs, similar price point. We could go to 300. Trucks, I've done trucks for 800. We're talking about paint correction, ceramic coatings. I do. That's a different price point. That's that's 1,000 and above. We have a budget for everybody, but no matter who it is, your car is gonna look brand new. That is my guarantee.
Nice.
That is my guarantee.
That's what I wanted to know. That's what I wanted to know.
Yes. Well, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. This is Parlor Talk, the conversation behind the hair. I can actually flip. Now, wait. I flip my braid. Anyways, just know that in order for you to help us out and help us grow, it is very easy. All you have to do is like, subscribe, and share. It's free for everybody. And yeah, this is D. Dominguez. This was Parlor Talk. I missed you guys.
I missed you
missed
too.
you.
Great.
Missed
you
Thank you
guys.
for having me. Thank you for having me.
It's your girl, Enya Phoenix. Catch me on all social media platforms at Enya Phoenix. Also, remember, sponsors. We are looking for sponsors. You will receive $100 off of John Michael's Diamonds. You will receive $50 off for Bound by Beauty. You will also, if you tap in with the sponsorship, Underground Odyssey will be doing your search as well for a discount. Merchandising, everything in between.
Nice.
Any events that you want, hit me up. Any catering, hit me up. I have a whole squad that can fit
We know
your
people.
business needs.
We know people.
We know people that know people.
Shout out to Divine Divas.
Yes, that's my homegirl's
Divine,
one.
the newest, hottest female.
Yes.
All female.
Yes.
Hookah rentals.
Okay.
And they
I'm here
travel
for it.
to you for events, weddings,
And we
anything.
did their shirts. We did the table covers for Slow Down.
Dope.
So catch them. Also, last week's episode, if you get us to 500 followers in the next 3 months, you will be receiving 2 tickets to Busch Gardens. So make sure you share,
Like
you
the word, spread the
follow.
love.
We are getting all notifications for that. So we will be keeping track of that.
Perfect. And you already know what it is. It is Shmoney. Follow me on all social media sites. It's SHH Money Curl. And stay tuned because I got a lot of things going on in the mix right now.
A lot of stuff's happening in September too.
A lot of stuff.
We have a
Virgo
lot
season
of
is
stuff
here.
brewing.
Oh, on top of that, while you're on my social media, we are having one of the first ever comedy shows here at Hair Artistry. Tickets are on sale on Eventbrite. So check out my posts on Facebook and Instagram. Buy your tickets now. And the gala, we have October 15th. Oh,
Excited
let's
for
see.
that.
Here we
I'm
go.
excited for that.
October 15th. If you've never been to the gala, it is Ivan Suarez's event. It's one of the hottest events in the city every October. Dress to impress. Dress code is strictly enforced, y'all. Y'all cannot come in sneakers. You can't come in sandals. It is like prom on steroids
show out.
at the end of the
Show
day.
out, yep.
And I
Show out
am
Southwest Florida.
and I am doing the pre-show. So
Hey.
Yes.
yes.
Nice.
So come out. It's after show, food, drinks. There's partying. It does not have to be a barber or a stylist. This is for everybody in the city. So tickets are on sale right now, $40 a person or $65 at the door. So make sure you get your tickets now before they sell out.
Yes.
And we
All right, guys.
outside.
Thank you so
right.
much. See you guys next week.
It's a wrap.
See ya.
I'm gonna like trademark that. It's like, what happened to that boy? What happened to that boy?